Yeah, if we could all just mic down for the time being. Let me be the first to welcome all of you guys to the Amaretto community meeting. This is our third community meeting of 2026, and like I said, time is really flying by. I got some people up here with me today that I want to introduce in case you don't know them. My name is Avalon Crystal. I am the COO of Amaretto Readables. Next to me, we have Mr. Lex Sherlock. He is one of our scripters. Next to him, we have Miss Josephine Cooperstone. She is the sole owner of Amaretto. And then next to Josie, we have TM. He is one of our scripters as well. So, thank you guys for being here with us today. We have a community meeting the last Tuesday of every month at 1 p.m. right here. So mark your calendars. You guys remember, I'll try to remember, we'll have a community meeting. What I like to do is I like to go over any announcements that I might have, and then we can kind of open up the floor for any questions, any problems, any complaints, any suggestions, any feedback you want to give. So, since our last community meeting, we had an LE, right? Does anybody remember what LE we had? Does anybody know? No? Everyone's like, nope, not talking to you today, Ava. That's right. We had the Primal Bone Seer. There were four different horses that you could get, four different colorways, and they all had the ability to pass their eye, but they were hiding some really cool special stuff. And I don't know if everybody's seen this. I did just add it to the wiki, but they got the headpiece bone helm, which they have the ability to pass. So if you're like, what are you talking about, Ava? Let me give you the link to that. And what did you guys think about those LEs? What did you think about what they passed? Any feedback from the LEs? Did you guys like them? Didn't like them? Not your favorite? Best thing ever? What do you guys think? Yogi was surprised. Ellie loved the helms. All right. You got it charmed. That's nice. That's nice. So you can actually put the onyx, ivory, gilded, or antique bone helm on any horse, right? So put it on those minis, put it on those Clydesdales, put it on the. Um, this will be a really cool trait to incorporate into some of your Halloween breedings, I think, maybe. Um, it is in the headpiece slot. It is in the headpiece slot. So can you get a headpiece and a horn? Absolutely. Right? So it goes in the same slot as the poppy or the tiara or the halo, which you can all have with the horn as well. So you just can't stack headpieces, right? Um, and now, if you want one of those, you're going to have to buy one from somebody in the market. So just so you know. The next thing that I want to talk about is breeding challenges. And then we'll talk about the qualified breeding. So the breeding challenges, I did add a section to our website, and I want you guys all to bookmark this because I can't tell you how many times a day somebody asks me, is this still active? Can I still breed for this? All active breeding challenges will be listed on the active breeding challenge page, right? So if you see it on that page, it's active. The moment it's not active, I will remove it. Something else that I wanted to point out as well on everything but the horse wiki. Like let's just look at Pony Pals for a second. I did add their very own place on the wiki. It's called breeding challenges. So then you can go through and you can say, oh, well, there was a breeding challenge announced in September. What did it pass? And you can click on it. It can tell you what the challenge was, what it passed, and show you what it looked like. All right. And that is on everything but the horse wiki because the horse, it has one breeding challenge, which is the aura right now. But I've been putting that under the qualified breeding. None of the smaller animals have qualified breeding, only the horses. So now you guys know where to look to see what is active, and you can even go look on the wiki and see what's passed from previous challenges, right? And I will try to keep that as updated as I can so that you know what has been found and what has not been found. So for the latest, we'll just start at the bottom and work our way up, right? We'll start with the peafowl because that's our the last animal that we just did. There were three breeding challenges in February. Well, three current breeding challenges. You can get the orchid leg, the orchid bow tie, or the orchid beak. Right. So the bow tie was you breed together two scarlet bow tie, breed together a scarlet bow tie and a cobalt bow tie. You could get the orchid bow tie. If you breed together two splatter eyes, you could get an orchid leg. If you breed together two Indian peafowl orchids, you could get that orchid beak. So do you see how that's working, guys? Now let's go ahead and talk about the ducks. The ducks are they do have a breeding challenge currently. It had you had three breeding challenges, and they gave the bubblegum leg, the bubblegum bill color, and the bubblegum tail color. So if you bred two ducks together with butterfly orange, you could get the bubblegum leg. If you bred together two ducks with a flamingo sweater, you could get the bubblegum bill color. If you breed together two ducks with a batty bosom uh, bloom, you could get a bubblegum tail color. So that was for the ducks. Chickens as well. The latest breeding challenge, excuse me, for the duck. I think that only two have been found, or at least when I made this, only two had been found. So you breed together any two chickens with onyx beak color to get the crest noir, and you breed together two chickens with a granite leg to get a granite horn. So the third challenge, breed together two chickens with a ripple eye. That one has not been found yet. That's why it is not listed. So you see how this is going to work, guys. Ponies, they had breeding challenges as well. Let's take a look at that one. So it was breed together two masquerade in onyx. You could get a cherub onyx wing. That's new. You could breed together two, breed a pony with a rainbow horn candy to a pony with a prism horn. You could get a clover blanket. And if you breed together two ponies with hoof enamel rainbow, you could get a rainbow beard. Yes, Lexi. You got it. Okay, then I can update that. All right, next one is canines. Canines had three breeding challenges as well. And let's talk about those. So one hadn't been found when I was working on this, so I'll need to check that as well. But breed together two canines that have a rainbow harness, you could get a rainbow beard. Or breed together two canines with a diptail grape, you could get a falcon wing grape. Now, all those breeding challenges traits do have the ability to pass. Like I said, you can look at all of them on the wiki. But now let's talk about horses just for a minute because the last qualified breeding for the horses this month, we've had the miniature craze coat walker. And I got a lot of feedback from several of you guys that you guys really enjoyed this qualified breeding round. If you have not seen these, you can take a look at them right there. You do have till the end of the day, right? But there were six different colors, and they were completely different colors than the original Craze Coat Walkers. And it is on the updated Walker textures that look a little more muscular. They look like the miniature Tennessee Walkers a little more. So all those do have the ability to pass. So I'm sure that we're going to start seeing those in the market everywhere and at auctions and things like that. But guys, let me really encourage you guys. One reason why these breeding challenges are really cool, in my opinion, and the feedback that I've gotten from you guys previously, is that you can get a new trait without having to buy anything, right? You can make these new traits just from older bundles, older horses, older animals that you already have. So you don't have to go spend $7.95 for an LE or $2.95 for an LE or CE or D. These are things that you guys already have. So if, and it's not, I know people who breed for them every month and it seems like they get it every month. I know people who breed for them every month and maybe they get January's, but they don't get another till June, or maybe they get two back to back. It's all that breeding these combinations together, you have the ability to get these things. So I did announce what the next qualified breeding would be. Does anybody know what we need to be breeding for the month of April? Looney leg flower power. That is correct. Looney leg flower power. And let me just address this right now, which I've addressed it in several different community meetings, but I'll say it again. If you have a bundle or you buy a bundle and you see a leg in its stats, but when you click it, it does not post the leg in the stats in local chat to you, please just file a ticket on that bundle and I will fix it for you. Don't update it. Don't try to birth it thinking it's going to fix it. You cannot fix it. Please just file a ticket, okay? Don't complicate it and make it worse for me and you. Just file a ticket. If you're looking to buy Looney Lake Flower Powers and you're in an auction and you see a bundle like that up on the panel, you can buy that bundle and know that I'm going to fix it for you. So that is anytime you see a leg that is in the hover text of the bundle, but not showing when you click stats. Okay. This is a known issue. We've talked about it several times before. This is an issue that has been resolved, but it lingers in your older bundles that haven't been updated. So that's why when I announce a new breeding challenge with legs that we run into this. Please, if you want to search your inventory through the 5,000 bundles that you have and find everyone that has a leg that doesn't show in the stats, that's your prerogative. I will fix them. So just depending on you, what you want to do, right? I've had people who've went through their entire inventory and sent me hundreds of bundles and we fix those legs. And then I have people when a breeding challenge is announced say, you know what, I just bought this and it said this, but now I fix them all. So guys, don't worry about that. Just file the ticket and we can take care of it. And we do that because that's our mistake, not yours. You guys didn't do anything to cause that. You would never do that to me? Okay. The next thing I want to talk about that we had as well is we did have last month the ARU graduation. Did everybody see the information about the graduation? So I think that let me just look back through my notes. I think it was like 19 graduates that got to graduate. So super cool. And not only did they learn something by attending all those really short classes, they did get a diploma and that they can put out at their ranch or at their breeding stall. They all now know how to file perfect tickets, right? I don't ever have to ask them for any more information. They already know what they need to send. But anyways, there was a gift that we did give them. Now, guys, don't go to school to get a gift because you might not get one. We haven't given a gift to every graduating class. There have been graduating classes that did not get a gift, okay? So if you're going to go sit through all those classes just so you can get something, that's not what it's for. But anyways, they got the 2026 miniature graduation spotted ARU black. And those very special ARU miniature horses had the ability to pass a miniature spotted ARU black, right? I need to add this one on the wiki. I have not done so yet. But if you know what I can show you guys what the big one looks like. Sorry, guys. Oh, darn it. Hold on. ARU. I gotta find it. Unless somebody has it handy. Oh, thank you, Neil. Pick on the connection. Thank you. So that is what that looks like. And then the passing one doesn't have the capping gown. The cap and the tassel or the wings necessarily. So you may see those in the sales market. So that's where those came from. I do want to encourage you guys to go to the ARU classes. They're every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 a.m. and again at 5 p.m. and they are on Saturday at 11. Those classes are 10 to 15 minutes long, if that. You do learn something. It's a great place to send a new breeder. If there's something you don't know and you want to learn more about, that's a great place to do it. We have some amazing teachers. You can do some networking there so you meet some other breeders. I don't even know that I've sat through one that's 20 minutes. Unless we're all just sitting around uh BSing, and nothing wrong with that. All right. So I'm glad to hear that, Darby. We do currently have a contest running as well. Does everybody know? And I want to talk a minute about this because I just got some questions about this today. It is the tropical takedown. Now, you guys are your own worst enemy, so I want to just let you guys know. You use common sense. Is it a tropical trade? Is it talking about water? Is it beach? Is it a wipeout eye? Does it have a pineapple on it? Does it have a macaw wing? All those kinds of things are going to be the sun, beach, tropical fruits, tropical birds, tropical flowers, butterflies are tropical. There's a ton of different things that you can use for tropical traits. Now, last time we had a contest, we did horses, canines, ponies, birds, and I got some of everything. So we're going to do it that way again. So the horses, you must have at least 8 traits. Nulls do not count. Does that mean the horse can't have nulls? No. You can have a horse with nulls. Those nulls do not count towards your 8 traits, okay? And we changed it up a little bit. We said it must have a Parisian mane and tail. So, couple different options there, guys. If it's a Frisian, it obviously has the Frisian mane and tail. And the tail and mane will not count as a trait on the Frisian. However, if it is a walker with the Frisian mane and tail, right? Fine. That mane and tail counts as one trait because those manes and tails did not come on that horse, okay? It's got to be born between February 24th and June 23rd. And we can talk about any other questions that you guys may have. Um, Let me see what else is on my notes here. Okay, I think that might. Oh, I am planning on doing some events for Amaretto, some fun little events. Maybe just hour-long events. Hey, come play Hayball. Hey, let's play bingo. Hey, let's play Cards Against Humanity. I've kind of taken a step away from that, just doing some other things, but I really want to get back to that. So it brings us together as a community. So if you have a great idea of a game that you've played in Second Life and you think, hey, that would be really fun, please let me know. If I don't have it, I can go buy it and we can play it and have a good time. So if you have any suggestions on that, please, like I said, please. Pictionary I have, fishing we have. Um, you never made it. Not cheesy. I bought a really cool new Cards Against Humanity game that I've been dying to play. So a bunch of really cool stuff that I just want to do. Because we are one big family, right? And everybody knows everybody, whether you like them or not, is a different story, and that's okay too. Everybody's got that one family member, right? So you may be the one family member to someone, but we're really a big community, and we stand together, especially when it counts. So, with all that being said, I want to open up uh, the floor to you guys to see what you guys want to talk about, any problems you guys are having, any questions that you guys have about anything I've talked about or anything I haven't talked about. So, I did not forget to announce that, Neil. I didn't announce that. All right, so what do you guys got for us today? And please feel free to mic up if you want to talk on mic. That's fine too.
An Easter egg hunt.
Oh, thank you, Anna. Yes, I'm going to say this one time to you guys. I am putting an S basket on. You will need the ARB events group to participate in that hunt. I will send a mass group invite to everybody here. But if you don't take the group and the hunt starts, you can't get the group, okay? This is going to be just like all the other hunts that we've done before. So, guys, nothing's changing. So you just have to be in the group, and I plan on doing that sometime next week. So I let me do that real quick. I'll send a mass invite, and if you guys aren't in it, you won't be able to.
Okay, because I have hunt donations.
Hunt donations are listed on the forum site. Look at your favorite auction area, especially if it's official. You're going to see a donation box. Those
Yep.
hunts that I organize, guys, that I'm able to do that because every like you donates bundles, okay? Or nests or kennels or baskets, whatever you breed. Peafowls, birds, chickens, ducks, it doesn't matter. So keep that in mind when you see those donation boxes. We do try to throw in some special little prizes at each location for somebody to get something a little special. But that is coming down the pipe too as well. Let me see here. All right, what else you guys got? Okay, then hit me up afterwards, Liv. Is there not one at the store? No more walkers. All right. Let me see here. Nobody has anything? Anybody been having any problems lately?
Are we talking just for Amaretto or the birds too?
Amaretto's part of the birds.
I know. I'm saying, are we talking about the horses? Because I only seen people saying about the horses. I
No, you.
just wanted to say something pertaining to the birds. I had mentioned it to you before, and a few other people had mentioned it in the meetings about the birds being able to be partnered to um, the opposite sex, and the reason I'm asking this is because it's really difficult to breed and not be able to pair them because they hop fences and jump around, and we may not want particular traits inside certain birds because they won't sell with so many traits in the background. Um, or like multiples, like people don't want to breed two birds and one has a purple vest and the other one has a yellow, and they just want the purple to come through. So that was one thing that I wanted to bring back across the table because it's very important that we be able um to breed it. The ducks are even worse with me because I think my ducks swim around, and it's ugly over there.
Right. So just a way that you guys can pair your birds together. I do have that on my suggestion list from last time. Excuse me, guys. So that's definitely something that we can look into. They time differently, so they snack. Oh, okay. Rubber ducks for the leafies. It's hard as you need them all together. Okay. Yeah. Well, I wanted to ask you guys about that. Are we tired and over the Cupid's arrow? Are we ready for something new? Do we feel like everybody has gotten it? From my experience, I haven't seen a ton of them in the market. So I need a majority, not the handful of you guys who got it already and want something new. I need, what does the majority of you guys say? You have to wait till get one. All right. So we're ready for something new. Okay.
I definitely say something new.
Is there any orders that you guys would like to see or have a suggestion for?
Can you repeat the question again? Sorry.
Is there any auras that you guys would like to see or have a suggestion to make?
We do have a honeybee derby, but it's a first of its kind trait that somebody has.
We do have a honeybee aura.
Yep, it was in the oak.
Ooh, a tarot aura would be amazing.
A sunflower, a tarot.
A sunflower would definitely be pretty.
Well, we have a lot of sunflower traits, so that might just fit right in.
Well, yeah, for the horses, but with the peacocks, we don't. And the would the peacocks be able to get the same aura?
Sometimes some of the peafowls do have the same auras as the horses. The peafowls have some that the horses don't have, so
Yeah.
it's definitely a possibility. All right. So you guys like some any other suggestions? A dust aura? Okay. A macaw feather. Now we have the golden feather. And we have the what is it? Peacock feather. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Because we need coats. We need for the birds. I ain't talking for the horses. The horses they have everything pretty much it seems. But the birds, like, well, the peacocks, I know it's gonna take time to build traits for them, but they really need a lot of the traits and the coats. We need more coats. Jesus, I like more color.
Yeah, I know that you guys want some new peafowl coats, and we want to give them to you guys. And that's it. Really is time. When you look at the horses, we've been doing them for 16 years. We've been doing the peafowls for less than two, so there's just not as much content, and there's no way to catch that up in a fast amount of time. But we will continue to add new stuff to all of our animals. Like the ponies, the last Ellie the ponies had, they got a brand new trait that they'd never seen before. The pony patch, right? So we're always trying to give you guys new stuff to keep you excited, and keep you guys breeding. If it's not a Parisian, it counts as one. That's what it says on the rules. I guess we agreed on that at the time, because I took that directly from my notes at the previous meetings. Hold on, let me check here. A bones aura? Someone, you know what, Logie? You just said that to me, and then somebody in my IM just said the same thing. Yeah. Okay. A mythical ruins aura. And the rules specifically state that it must have a Parisian mane and tail as well, you guys. So keep that in mind. All right. How about a pony pal inspired by a normal horse with a pony pal aura? You would love pony pals running around your Clydesdales. Okay. And guys, I've said this before, but we all know how to get a suggestion to Amaretto. You can drop a note card in the mailbox at the main store locations. You can file a ticket. You can send me a note card. You can get in my box and be like, "Hey, Ava, I just had a really great idea and I want to share it with you." You can put it on the forums as well. I would like to see this trait, or what trait would you like to see? And then, if it's something that you really want to kind of push for, you get other people to comment on the forum post and be like, "Hey, Reese had this really great idea. We're gonna have pink neon bow aura." And Abraham goes on there and says, "Oh, I want that one too." And then, Eduardo goes and says, "Yeah, I would like this too." So we need to keep those that feedback coming in, so we can give you guys what you want, right? We want you guys to be happy. Patterned socks. You never know. Feedbags. Feedback aura. Is that what you mean, Anna? new sock. The last sock that we had, I think, let me just double check, was the last two we just had the Aurelian bells and the Valerian bells. Those are socks. Yeah, so we just got two, and before that, it was the Cuddles sock, which was from Valentine's Day. So, yeah, we just got some new socks. Yes, they are still breeding. Anybody having any problems with feeding or birthing or any of that kind of stuff, you guys?
No.
I've been having a little bit of issue with my birds and the food for some reason. I've had to pick my birds up the last 5 days because they keep not eating the food, and it's not that the food's not there, it's there. They just wasn't eating, and I wasn't able to pay them attention like that because I got so many other things going on. And I check them maybe every 2 or 3 days now, where opposed I was checking them every day. And I've noticed like the food was for some reason didn't hit any of my birds, and I had to pick them all up. They got sick, and I put them back down. Half of them have healed, though they were all at zero, and I just picked the other ones up last night that was still sitting at zero, and I put them back down. So I'm gonna check them today, and then I said if it was anything wrong with them after that, I was gonna send you a message and let you know something was going on with it. Not sure
Well,
why
you
it's happening.
that your birds are walking around, right?
No, not my peacocks. My peacocks sit still.
Okay, so
Um,
the first thing that I would suggest if anybody's having that problem is to check your food. And I've talked a little bit about this. Let me see if I have a food that I can show you guys. Okay, here we go. We're gonna use this rock out food, for example, that I have rest out here on the stage, guys. If everybody will edit on this food and pull up the edit menu, like you're gonna move it around, and you're looking under the general tab. If you look in the description field, you're gonna see a unique UUID. So this is what the description field of that food says. So it tells me one, it's initialized, two, it's set to owner only, and three is the UUID of the food, right? So that's what all of that is. If you ever have a food that says something like this, oops, I think it looks something like that. That means that food did not connect to the server. So you need to pick up that food and put it down. That's the first thing you need, especially if a food is sitting at 100% and your animals around it are getting sick and not eating it. You want to look in that description field. You want to pick up that food and put it back down. Usually a re-res fixes it. If that doesn't fix it, then you'll need to file a ticket if the re-res doesn't fix it. If your food is good and they're still not eating, then you're going to want to check your range, right? Because food always has to be within the range of all the animals that it's trying to feed. So people have all different kinds of ranges that they set. Personally, like the horses come at a default of 10. I don't ever change mine. But I go and visit a lot of your guys' horses, and I've seen everything from, you know, 5 range to 75 meter range. Whatever you have it set to, you just got to make sure that the food is within range. I'm sorry, default of 5. Dragons are 10. So, but horses are 5. Like I said, I don't ever change that. But if you've got 30 horses and you've only got one food, well, that food's going to go really quick, but you may need the range higher than 5, right? So, like Ellie suggested, using a GPS is a great way. The next thing, if the food is in range, your food is initialized, what now? What you're going to want to check is where the heck is my home set to? where does this animal think its home is set to? And I just happened to teach a ARU class the other day, and I want to show you guys something that I think is really important, but I don't think everybody knows about. So that's why I say this is a good reason to go to class. I'm going to show you guys. Here we go. I'm going to show you the horses example. So I don't know if you guys know this or not, but you can click on your horse and click settings and then more stats. And do you know that when you do that, it's going to put in local something like this? That's going to tell you what mating it's set to, what food type it's set to, its home location, its range. So you can actually open up the map and plug those coordinates in, right? So you don't do the decimals. After the decimal, you just do 157, 136, and 22. And then you can see, is that animal where it thinks it should be? Or does it think it's halfway across the sim? And so check your home setting. That's how you do that, guys. But a lot of this information you guys can check and handle yourselves. And if you check all those things and it's still not working, file a ticket. Let us come out. Let me have a look. One of us will come out and be like, okay, I checked the food. It's good. I checked the range. It's good. I checked the home. It's good. If you're not using a GPS to reset your home, that means you better be clicking on your animal to reset the home if you move it on edit or you do a re-res. A re-res automatically sets the home to wherever you res. And range is pretty simple unless you have everything moving around, and then they can get a little more complicated, right? So if your horse's range is set to 10 and it wanders off 10 meters and there's no food within the 10 meters of that position, it's going to get hungry, right? So just some things for you guys to keep in mind. But yeah, don't ever, ever, ever hesitate to file a ticket and have us come look, because that's not a problem that everybody's experiencing or an issue that you should be having. Any questions about any of that I just spilled out on you guys?
Ava, I've got a question, but it's sorry to ask again, everybody, but I'm getting conflicting explanations in my IM about the contest. If it's say a walker with Frisian, is that count as 1 or 2?
So the Black Walker would be one trait, and the Parisian mane and tail would be another trait. So the Parisian mane and tail counts as one.
1. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Unless it's on a
Sorry.
Parisian, and then it doesn't count as one.
Okay.
Get it?
Okay. Sorry for asking
I
again.
No,
got a
no.
question for you.
I would rather you ask than not. Sure, go ahead.
I have my horses. When I birthed them up to 7 days, they were good. After the seventh day, they should have fervored. 3 days later, they were still at 0.
Okay, when
Picked them
oh,
up, I put them back down. They went.
when a horse's happiness is below 75%, it will not gain any fervor despite how old it is. So I would ask you, are you using salt licks?
Yes.
Okay, I would think that you probably need to check your salt licks, make sure they're working, because if your horses aren't gaining fervor, that means that their happiness is below 75%, and that should not be if you have a salt lick out.
Okay. And then my Charmed was at 37% pregnant for 3 days.
Your Charmed was at 30. I would have to look at it. I've never,
Well, I got rid of her now. I got rid of her last night because she wouldn't pop that bundle.
yeah, you don't ever do that. Just file a ticket and we'll come out and fix it. We'll come and
Okay.
fix it. Yeah. I don't want you guys to struggle with problems or issues that you're having like that. I would rather you file a ticket, have us come out, have us look at it, because it's always something we can fix. Well, I think, did you sell it? She gave it away.
I just gave it away. It was
Very
at
kind.
116 days at 37% for 3 days.
So TM could correct me if I'm wrong, but that sounds like there
No
might
other
be some kind of
no other
split
problems
issue.
with her except for she just didn't want to upper numbers on the pregnancy.
The person you gave it to, is it obviously not pregnant anymore? It had the
Still
bundle.
pregnant.
Still pregnant. Well, I would be interested in taking a look at that one. If you want to
Okay.
mess me after.
Well, I'll
Yeah.
let him know if he wants to do that or if he just wants to keep her as a pet.
Alrighty. That sounds
All
like a
right.
plan.
All right. Thank you.
No problem. Any other issues you guys are having?
I was going to just send a ticket to you. I've got things, I don't even know if it's much of an issue, but things listed on the website, horses, that absolutely I know. I went through my inventory. I do not have. I found almost all the bundles, but since it's been a minute, that's the only thing I was gonna that's happened to me. So I can always send a ticket. It's not.
So you're talking about things showing on your lineage that you can't find in your inventory?
Yeah. And
Okay.
they say they're from 1970. I kid you not.
Yeah, that's a back end thing. If anybody is finding things on their lineage that they cannot find in world, you have a couple different options. You can file a ticket and we can return it to you. If it's something that, you think, "Oh, I don't want this back. I don't remember this. It's not mine." You can always file a ticket and we will remove it from your lineage.
Okay.
Here's the thing. If, we get so busy in Second Life and everything like that, and so you're going through your horses, and this one's retired, and you don't want to feed it anymore, and you were going to keep it, but you didn't know, and so you didn't send it to Haven, but maybe you accidentally deleted it or deleted it later on down the line. That's still going to show on your lineage because it's not removed unless it's havened or sent to somebody else. So that's why that occurs. If I buy a bundle from Miss Sindel, or if I buy a horse from Sindel, and that horse is showing on her lineage, and I take that horse and I never res it out, it's going to stay on Sindel's lineage because it hasn't registered that it's mine now. The moment I res it out, it's going to be on my lineage and will no longer be on Sindel's. So that can cause that problem too. So yeah, just a quick ticket and we can get those removed for you.
It should show the current. As long as if you've re-resed it, it should show the current position. Because we do use that for when we're doing tickets. Sometimes if people say they lost their horse or something, we'll look it up, find the location, and we go to it to see if it, and sometimes, believe it or not, it's there, but it's somewhere that they didn't think it was, You know what I'm saying? But and they thought they lost it. So that should be current position, not just the position when it was first resed, if that makes sense. Unless I'm thinking something wrong or different than what you meant by that.
And the ground in Second Life is notoriously hungry. It likes to eat prems.
Last resed, yes, yeah.
Okay, I've totally went to go look for horses that somebody lost, and then I edit on their platform, and they've got food and shoes and horses and bundles and a little bit of everything that they ever dragged out of their inventory sitting in the contents of their platform. So it does happen.
I went through everything, and I'm pretty sure I saw it showed up on the sim I used to own. It was the last time it was spotted, so I know that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah. So yeah, just we can, like I said, send that back to you or just remove it if you want it removed. Just let me know. People load them in feeders. It's
Well, I
happened.
wouldn't mind having them for the points.
There you go. So you can request it back and I'll send it back to you and you can haven it. Anybody else experiencing any other problems? You feel like before the 7.0 update, you were filing tickets every other day, and it's better now, Lamia? Now it's rare? Well, Josie might throw a shoe at me, but I've been doing some 8.0 testing, and I'm going to tell you the coolest thing that happened when I was testing is when I tried to birth a bundle and I didn't have any prims left on the sim, and you know what happened? The bundle said, "You don't have enough prims. Pick some prims up and try again." How nice is that going to be? Right? Or you res out a pregnant horse and it's not set to the land group, so it's not going to be able to res its bundle. It tells you, "Hey, warning, idiot, put it in the right group." I'm just telling you, there's some stuff coming that I think you guys are really, really going to like. Well, I'll have to talk to you later about your problem, Neil. It's bigger than that. It's bigger than that. Sin has the same problem. Any other questions that you guys want to ask any of the people sitting up here, guys? Now is the time. We love talking to you. Yes, I will follow up with you, Abraham. You never know, Tira. You never know. I think many of Parisians would be adorable. Now, I know you guys like the minis, but would you guys like giants too? I don't know. I don't know that I want a horse bigger than a Clydesdale. A mammoth. There you go, a mammoth trait. I would be really surprised if you saw Amaretto branch into cats. There's already several cat breedables. And I think some of those guys execute it pretty well, and they've been around a long time. Titan Shetlands. Oh, like for the birds, like runt. Okay. Yes, I know, Danica. And we're grateful you do, Danica. We're grateful that you do. You're eyeing the birds now. Big cats, lions, and tigers. Chicken saddles. You never know. Never know, guys. So, anybody got, while I have you, any suggestions for events you guys would like to do?
Kelly, I seen you ask twice. And I think Ava might have missed it, or she's just ignoring you. One of the
I don't
two.
think Kelly's in my chat range because I don't see any.
Oh, okay. Kelly May Georgia is on.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Oh, okay. Maybe.
Yes.
Do not have a release date for 8.0. But just know we've been working on it since you guys have seen the mesh horse a while back. And we're at the testing phase, so, which is a good thing. So I'll give you that, but I can't give you a date.
If we open up beta testing, everybody who's not in it can apply. Oh, okay. Is ostrich a peafowl breed? I don't know. I think it's its own thing. We could do ostriches and emus.
That's right, Abraham. Canines are next.
Turkeys. How about reptiles? I don't know about reptiles. I don't know that there will be any beta testing, Meaty. I don't have any details on beta testing. But if we are going to do some beta testing, if we open up beta, we will announce it so everybody can apply who's not currently a beta tester.
And that's a we have talked about doing beta testing for the mesh, the Animesh horses. The regular Sculpty horses, probably not, because this is, I mean, we've been updating those for, 15 years. So there is a few new things that we've added to the Sculpty horses as well, but I don't think it's enough to warrant a beta test. Now, that doesn't mean that we won't do one for the Animesh horses. So, if you wanted to be in beta and you were originally in beta and you left the group, probably not a good idea. You should have just left that group tucked away. But then again, we will open it up again. So it's not a big deal, Danica. I'm just teasing you. Yeah, if we open it up again, we will announce it, and I will set out like I have done before where you guys can apply. So.
All right. Any other questions? You never know, Rooks.
Just circling back to the topic of the ostriches and emus. If I remember correctly, from what I'd learned, uh, or I think it's pheasants and quails that are in the same family as the peacocks. So maybe some quails.
All right. Quails.
Those are the ones with the little thingy on their head, right? The quails. They have the little thing, like feather that comes up over their head. Or am I thinking of different?
No,
Maybe
that's
that's a
the
pheasant. I don't
quails
know.
is that. Yeah. You're
They
right.
do? Okay.
Yeah. California quail. All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming today. Thank you, Lex, Josie, and TM for joining me today. As always, guys, if you have a problem, don't hesitate to reach out. That's what we're here for. We want to give you guys the best support in all of Second Life.